Subscribers don't really mean anything anymore. Like back when I started YouTube about 5 years ago, if you had a lot of subscribers, you would be guaranteed to get a lot of views. That's how YouTube used to work. The people who had lots of subscribers, like those old school creators that blew up back in like 2010, 2015, whatever, they get millions of subs. Those guys, whenever they would upload a video, they were basically guaranteed views because their video would be shown to their subscribers. That's not actually how it works on actually any social media platform these days. You probably know how it works, like subtly. It's not just that if someone has subscribers, if they upload a video, their video is shown to all their subscribers. It's more now based algorithmically, which basically means how good is that individual video? Think about how huge this changes. Like 5, 10, 15 years ago, before you started on YouTube, it was so hard to be a new creator because the big guys, whenever they would upload a video, they were guaranteed reach because it was sent out to their subscribers. That's not how it works anymore. So think about your competitive advantage as a smaller YouTuber. Now, when you upload a video, you have the same chance in that video to get viral as a guy who has 1,000,000 times more subscribers than you do. Just think about how fucking huge that is. That's like literally 10 out of 10 huge for the smaller creators here. For the big creators, it kind of sucks because you're not guaranteed the reach that you used to have. And, we used to have like a monopoly on the sort of niche we were in. But for the small creators, what this means is you can post a video, which let's say the video is good. Let's say it hooks the attention of the masses. Let's say it fits the culture of the time that we're in, the values that people are feeling in your niche. And that video can go viral even if it's your first video ever. That's like completely unheard of on social media apart from the last few years. So for the guys who've been doing social media for a while and they've grown a loyal subscriber base, it actually means so much less than it used to. But if you're just starting off and you don't have a lot of subscribers, every video you post can do really well. I have a guy, his name's Eunice, and he's inside of my program. That's the top link in the description. And he has like 5K subs, right? He's just been getting subs kind of slowly over the last few months. His like 6th video he posted on his channel got 200,000 views. A video he posted a few weeks ago, I actually told him like the title of the video to post, got 70K views, and he only has a few thousand subscribers. This like you probably don't know, but this was like so unheard of just a few years ago. That's huge. Like this is your opportunity. If you're a small creator or if you've not even started just yet, every video you post can blow the fuck up even if you don't have like the track record before, even if you don't have a huge list of subscribers anymore. This means that now is actually the easiest time to start and grow a YouTube channel or, TikTok, Instagram. It's actually kind of harder to be a bigger influencer. Like I actually feel the difference. When I started like taking YouTube seriously 5 years ago and to now, I've gotten millions of subs, right? It's so much harder for me now than it was about 2 years ago because having the huge list of followers basically doesn't fucking mean anything. Like it doesn't mean anything at all. It doesn't like fucking benefit you. Each video still needs to be very competitive and it needs to follow a few more things that we'll talk about in this video. But I just want to start this video with like this bit of hope for you. If you're starting off right now and let's say you've either not started posting consistently or you've been posting consistently but you've only been getting like 10, 50, 100 views, the next one can literally get 1 million. There's nothing physically stopping you from getting 100K, 500K, 1 million views on the next video. There's nothing stopping you. 10 years ago, it was like that was just not going to happen because you had to grow your subscriber base very slowly. But these days, you can make a new account on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, and the first reel on a new account or the first video on a new account can blow up if it's good enough. That should be so exciting for you because one, you should be smiling about this, but two, I'm kind of sad, I'm kind of pissed off and I hate you for this because when you're a bigger creator, you don't have the same kind of safety net that you used to. It's really evened out like how the playing field works for the small creators and the big creators. What we're gonna see now, by the way, this is my prediction and I bet you're gonna know this. We're not gonna see that many times where someone, like one person, is absolutely dominating a niche. About 3 to 4 years ago, I was self-improvement. Like self-improvement on YouTube was just my face. Now there's like an extra 10, 20 creators. One guy's got 20K, one guy's got 50K, one guy's got 100, 200. What we're gonna see now is the rise of like 20 faces inside of each niche that we're all watching. It's not gonna be just one big person or two big people. It's more like we're all gonna be watching a bunch of small creators rather than just the big ones. Like 5 years ago, I bet 90% of the people you would watch were big creators, 500K, 1 million, 2 million subscribers. These days, go have a look at your subscriber base and you can just see this. Go have a look at your subscriber base, the videos you've been watching. You might find you're actually subscribed to quite a few small channels, few thousand subscribers, 5, 10, 20K. That was like that was so unheard of. You just wouldn't have found those people a few years ago, but the algorithm is pushing out more of the small creators. It's actually giving you more of a chance to pop off, which is so exciting. If you want to like start on this business, it's evening out the playing field. And you can try this as an experiment right now if you're on your computer. Just open up a new tab and go to the YouTube homepage and look at all the videos. There'll be some there from some big creators, but I guarantee there'll be some there from creators who've got like 1K subs on the homepage. Do you see, like, bro, like, if you've not been on YouTube for a while, you don't know how big this is. That's fucking so different to how things was a few years ago. A few years ago, you would have only saw guys with like 500K, 1 million subs on your homepage, only. These days, sometimes I'll go on it, like I use like extensions that kind of blocks it and stuff because I'm like a fucking dopamine addict. So I have like extensions that doesn't show me the homepage. But sometimes I turn it off and I'll see like some kid who's got like 700 subs on my homepage, 50K views, and I'm like, fuck yeah. Like that's just become like a full-time job for him. That's just become like his fucking career now. You only need like a couple of videos to get about 50K views and then you're making like 1 to 2 to 3K a month on YouTube. It's your career. So what we're gonna see is less of the mega influencers, but more of the micro influencers. Which means you can become one of these micro influencers. Look, I'll never lie to you and say, yeah, bro, I can get you to like 1 million, 5 million subscribers. I'll never say that. But it's reasonable for you. If you're a small YouTuber right now, let's say you've got like 100 subscribers, you've got 1,000, whatever. It's reasonable for you to be on 10K this time next year. Very reasonable. Look, I'm not lying to you and saying 10K next month or anything, but like to go from like basically 0 to 10K subs in a year, that's actually pretty reasonable if you follow a lot of the advice I give and whatever. 10K subs, bro, you're making a few $1,000s a month online. You can basically travel to like 90% of the world now. You can move out of your parents' home. This is your career. This is your full-time job. Like that's 0 to 1 life changing, right? That's like people go to fucking university for years and get like 50 fucking 100K in debt to get a job that makes like 3K a month, and you can literally make 3K a month in the best fucking business model of all time within like a year from now. That's fucking cool, isn't it? And if you want my help with that, top link in the description is my program where I've broken it down step by step, how to grow onto YouTube, how to actually make videos that make you money so that you can get to that sort of like 3 to 5 to 10K mark a month, and you can go travel the world by being like a full-time YouTuber. I really recommend just go check out that program there. So the second lesson that I want to give you in terms of succeeding on YouTube and succeeding on all platforms, actually every platform now is actually quite similar. What I've noticed now is format is king. What you need is a binge-worthy format. Format is basically just the style of the content that you're posting. So for example, on this channel, it's me sat here talking. This is called like a talking head video. I'm sat here talking. There's basically no editing. That's the format. The format of my main channel is somewhat similar. I'm sat there talking, but then there's editing with it. There's like sound effects and pictures and whatever. The format of someone else might be that he always does like challenges, like, oh, I put 17 pedophiles inside of this ring with 3 children, and whoever gets the children last loses, whatever. Like, people do like these silly challenges and whatever. Oh, I have a penny and I'm gonna go get a house or some shit like that. That's like a different kind of format. What I've noticed now, and you've probably seen this, is now it's all about your entire channel, like your YouTube channel, your Instagram page, having a binge-worthy format. And you have to keep it consistent. When someone sees your video, your content for the first time, whether they're scrolling on a short platform or they're on YouTube, and they see something that they like, for example, the video is, you're sat there just talking like this, right? If they like this, they're going to check out your channel more, and they're also going to be recommended your channel more because they've watched enough of it, so the algorithm will kind of show them more of it. But if the next thing they see of you is not in the same format that they've just watched, they'll kind of click away. Like, have you probably seen this on Instagram sometimes? You're scrolling someone's posted something that's awesome, right? It's funny or whatever it is. It's like, it's visually like nice to watch. You click on their channel, you see like their next reel, and it's nothing like the first one. And you just kind of get bored and you click off. Interesting, isn't it? Think about the TV shows. Like, remember, you used to watch TV shows when you were younger, I assume, right? Friends and The Simpsons and whatever, right? Imagine you watch one episode and it's funny and it's nice. You click on the next episode and the style is completely different, and the characters are black, and the episode's like 3 times as long. It'd just be weird, but what the okay, it's not the, what, it's not the same thing, okay, I'm just gonna leave this, I don't know what the fuck this is, right? It's interesting, isn't it? What happens when you watch a TV show, you watch one episode, the next episode is basically the same. It starts off with the same fucking theme song. Dun, 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 dun. It's every fucking time. It's like a fucking hypnosis. It's the same theme song. Then it's basically the same thing happens. Scene 1, the characters are in the coffee shop. Scene 2, a character comes in with a dilemma. Scene 3, 2 characters have a misunderstanding. Scene 4, they make up. Scene 5, the funny guy says something funny and sarcastic. And scene 6, then someone random comes into the like, it's basically the same sort of emotional wavelength of like character points over and over in each episode. It's so like repeatable, so binge-worthy. Our content should be the same. Our content should not be, for example, we have one video which is like this, okay, this talking head style. But then the next one's edited and 3 times longer. And then the next one's super short. And the next one we're in a completely different setting. And the next one is all different. And the next one and the next one. Because then it means that it's not very binge-worthy. Someone will only watch one of your videos and can't really watch any more. You put them in this emotional kind of frequency that now they can't really they can't sit in anymore because all your content is different. So to operationalize this for your benefit, think of the format that you feel like you could stick to that feels like right for you. It feels like righteous. You're not just doing it just for the views. It really works with you. For some guys, that might be like a high production film style with scripting and music. For other guys, it might be like me, where it's just sit down, press record, and just fucking talk. For others, it might have more like meme style editing. It might be more streaming. It might be more of I don't know, like a movie or a skit or a challenge or whatever. Think about the format that you feel you could stick to for 5 years straight. Like, imagine if you had 100 million in the bank, if you were already fucking rich, what kind of content would you post? What format would you stick to? It shouldn't feel like crazy hard, in my opinion. I mean, to be fair, it could do, because I've got some friends who do like, you know, challenges and they'll spend like a fucking month on the video or whatever. But especially for educational content, you can't go wrong with this. This is just my bias, but you can't go wrong with just like sit down and just fucking talk to the camera, right? Now, keep every video relatively the same rough time, you know, the length of the video, the same kind of setting, the same kind of emotions, the same kind of message, the same kind of editing, the same kind of length, all that. Because when someone clicks on your content and they like it, what are they looking for? More of the same, right? Think about it. Each piece of content we post is kind of like a freebie, like, you know, a free sample inside of like a supermarket. They've got like little brownies and they give you the free sample, right? Imagine you taste the brownie and it's nice and you're like, oh, this is actually really good. And they're like, okay, you like that brownie? Well, do you want to buy this Coca-Cola bottle? What should we try and sell them if they like the brownie? More brownies, you fucking retard. What the fuck are we? Oh, you want to buy something completely fucking different? Oh, I got you in with the brownie. Now I'm going to try and sell you something, like try and get you to consume more of something that's very different, right? Instead of like trying to bait them in with the brownie and then get them to buy a fucking Coca-Cola bottle or some other weird shit, get them in with the brownie and try and sell them more fucking brownies, right? It's like that. Like each video is almost like a free trial, like a sample. And if they like the sample, they want more of the same. So we've got to make sure our content is actually repetitive. That's a word that a lot of creators have found are so scared of seeing in the comments, where someone will say, oh, this is just repetitive. You've said this before. Each video is like the same. And you know what? When people comment that, I promise this will happen to you. I promise when people comment that your videos are repetitive, it's all the same, that's when you'll be blowing up. Guarantee it. And when you listen to those comments, you go broke. You don't listen to the fucking business advice from some fucking no profile picture little retard who doesn't have any fucking experience in content creation. You listen to the guy who's got millions of fucking subscribers and makes over 100K a month consistently, when I'm telling you that your content should be repetitive as fuck. It should be so mind-numbingly repetitive, and I guarantee if each video of yours is so similar to the last one, you will blow up faster up until you basically lose one of your fucking testicles, and when you see a comment from someone say, oh, well, you know, this video is so repetitive, this guy just posts the same comments, and you'll get so, oh god, oh yeah, this random fucking retard somewhere in the world is right, and I shouldn't listen to Hamza anymore, and I shouldn't listen to my own intuition. Yeah, I'll just try and change it up. Imagine if a TV show just changed it up. You're watching Friends, the first season, the second season, and then on the third season, all the characters are black. They're in a fucking different country now. What the fuck? And like the theme song is fucking different now and everything. Oh, well, we just didn't want to be repetitive. No, that's fucking retarded. Now I don't want to watch it anymore. I was like growing a connection to this style of format, to these characters. One retard will watch Friends and say, all the episodes are basically the same. Yeah, sure, but that's the reason why people kind of watch it in the first place. The thing that happens inside of the show can change. You know, this character falls in love with this one. He doesn't fall in love with her every single episode, of course, because I'm not telling you to say the same things in each episode. Change what you say, but the format should be the same. The style should be the same. The videography should be the same. The editing should be the same. When you have binge-worthy content, what will happen is one of your videos will do well. And then and only then, the rest of your videos will really start to take off as well, because you'll get one video that gets 50K, 100K, 500K views. And a lot of those people will be shown the next video, which is just like the first one. So they'll really like the next one and the next one and the next one, and you'll grow this consistent base of viewers. If you change your style too often, you'll kind of fuck up that sort of momentum of the consistent viewers. And then you'll just be there, like maybe you'll get a random video that pops off, but then nothing really changes and the rest of your video do really shit. And maybe you'll never get the random video that pops off and you just got like a shit weird, like a weird fucking channel basically. Hang on. Kind of like sick today. But I'm still here. Okay. I actually think this is one of the biggest points, you know, and this is one of the biggest lessons for me. Back in 2022, I was just making super repetitive content, but in a good way, like I'll say it as a flex, right? For over a year straight, I posted daily videos like the Jeffrey Adonis, animation, editing, and it blew me the fuck up. Few videos started to go viral, you know, 1 million views, and they just carried, because every video was basically the same format. It just started to fucking snowball, and I got up to the point where I started getting 10,000 subscribers in a day. Like in a day. Most people like don't even get that, like ever, and I was getting it per day. I went from, in 2022, I started at about 200K subs and ended off above 1 million in 1 year, just because of the binge-worthy format, I'm telling you. And then, because I'm a fucking retard and because I read the comments of fucking people who aren't even experienced in content creation, I saw some comments of people saying, well, all the videos are all the same, it's all repetitive. And so at the start of 2023, I started to change things. I started to upload really long, unedited videos, basically the complete opposite of the format that actually made me go viral in the first place. And guess what happened? At first, a lot of people validated me for it and said, whoa, like new style of content. Whoa, I really like this. You know, it's so in-depth, whatever. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, see, I've made the right decision. And then my growth completely and utterly fucking plateaued. Because it was just inconsistent. What's he gonna post next? Like, you don't know what flavor is. You know, the flavor's changing so often that the algorithm and the people find it hard to know like what they're gonna get from your videos anymore. My growth completely and utterly plateaued. And then you kind of like, you know, you're grasping for air. I went back to the original format, and then people were like, wait, but we like the new one. And some people like the original format, you know, the editing. And then, you know, then you're confused more. Then you're like, what do you guys want? I don't know. Like, okay, the original format got me viral in the first place, but now quite a lot of people are saying that they like the long unedited one. But then when I post the original format, it gets views, but sometimes it doesn't get views. Like, which one should I do? And then you're just fucking crazy. So learn from my mistake, because I completely plateaued my channel for fucking ages doing this. It was such a stupid mistake. It easily cost me like over like $1 or $2 million, this one mistake, just experimenting with the format too often. Find a format you could stick to for like 5 years and fucking stick to it and never fucking change it. Never change it. If you do this talking head style on one channel, keep that channel the same forever. If you ever want to post a different kind of format, do it on a completely new channel or profile. So if you have one that's doing well right now, let's say, okay, you like this, like talking head, whatever, you know, this normal sit down and talk, that channel that you're posting these videos to never changes. Just keep it the fucking same. Don't do the random one where it's different, because if you do the random one, which is quite different, one day you make it high quality, whatever, then people will validate it, and then you'll be thinking, whoa, I might actually change the format, and then you're just losing all the consistent viewers who like the current format as it was. So what I'd say to you is, one channel, one format, forever. Never change the format on the channel. If, for example, you really want to have a new format, like you want to start doing vlogs or challenges or whatever, by all means, that's actually still nice. Just make a new channel for it. Make each channel, make each Instagram profile, TikTok profile so pure that it just has the same kind of content over and over and over again. Let's give you an example for this. Let's say on Instagram, you know how people do like street interviews where they go up to people and they're like, oh, hey, like, name 6 countries, whatever. That page that we see that on, all of his reels should be the exact same kind of content over and over. He can change the question. He can change the vibe. Maybe sometimes he's at night. Maybe he's speaking to people in a different country, whatever. But it's the same format where it's basically just like an interview style, boom. He shouldn't randomly just change it to a video of his face now ranting and giving like Andrew Tate advice, because that's not what people would have followed him for. That's not what people have engaged on with the videos that would have done well with the original format. If he wants to record some like normal talking head videos where he's giving advice, he should make a new profile for that. So to take action on this, ask yourself which format you could do for your current channel right now. What's the format you could stick to? And by the way, you don't have to like get strict on this, because one channel you can do this talking head style, and if there's another format you really want to do, just make another channel. I have multiple channels, and I actually think that's really good because it scratches the itch of your creativity. Sometimes I want a bit more editing in my videos. Sometimes I just want to fucking press record and just rant for fucking 30 minutes and know that there's basically no editing in there. Sometimes I quite like, on my other channel, I like to like record my screen on my computer and just like read out things or do like presentations or whatever. And if you just have one channel and I'm telling you not to do those other formats, then it's kind of fucky, because then you don't get to like creatively rinse out this sort of energy you have, this interest that you have in something else. So if you really want, if there's 2 types of formats you can think of, just make another channel for the other one and make sure each channel stays the same format forever. Even, I'm telling you, even if you want just randomly for fun, upload something that's a different format onto this channel, it will fuck you up so much more than you think. Why? It's not just because it's one video, it's not so important. But the one video, you will see that it will probably do well because it's a bit different. It's like dopamine for your viewers. And then it will fuck up your psychology, because then you'll be thinking, whoa, I should post more of them. But then when you post more of them, that's not what your viewers have been engaging on, and your algorithm just kind of gets fucked up. Like, to put this into perspective, back in like 2022, I was posting the edited Jeffrey Adonis, edited videos, right? Every day, daily, boom. But then I'd upload a random video, which was no editing. It was like 30 minutes, unedited. And it would do pretty well. And it would get basically the same views as the Jeffrey Adonis one. And it would get a ton of comments and, whoa, like, I really like this style of you, Hamza, where there's no editing and you're just, spitting game. And you think that's okay because it's just one video every now and then, but it started to change my psychology to think, oh, well, yeah, this format that's working right now, yeah, it's kind of shit. I don't even need to do it anyway. And then I would start creating more videos which are not on the same format, and it just fucks everything up and it ruins the momentum that you have. And that's why in 2023, when I started to post more of the new format, things went really downhill for me. One channel, one format, forever. Never change the format. You know what I mean by format, right? The style of the video. This is like sit down and talk. There's all the ones which are edited. There's the length of the video, the sort of style. Are we doing a challenge? Are we just talking? Are we interviewing people? Is it a vlog? Whatever. Just one channel. Just keep the format the same. And I promise that will make your content so much more binge-worthy. Keep it roughly the same kind of length. Keep it roughly the same kind of editing. Keep it the same kind of vibe over and over and over again. That will help so much more than you just like experimenting, whatever. Just make a new channel if you want to do like some other format. Just this by itself, by the way, will be wonders for your channel. Most people, they'll change shit every month, every 2 months, and it just kind of resets the momentum that they were gaining. Now, the third thing that I can teach you in terms of like succeeding on YouTube right now, just keep improving and just keep posting. Like, that should just be a phrase that I say to my students, in my program, the top link in the description. Just keep posting. Look, when you're doing some of the basics and, you're improving with every video and you've found your niche and all that kind of stuff, it's so easy to constantly start analyzing shit and trying to get faster results and trying to change shit and trying to experiment shit. But actually, that often resets your progress. Honestly, like imagine, let's say it's like YouTube and content is very similar to like bodybuilding. If you just train hard to failure and sleep and eat and write whatever, you'll get the 10 out of 10 physique in like 5 to 10 years. But if you're too much of an intellectual little overthinking autist, you know what will happen? You will experiment too much. Instead of just sticking to one exercise and progressively overloading with it forever, you'll change it every few weeks trying to experiment with a better style. You'll change the rep range, you'll change the volume, the diet, the sleeping schedule. You'll experiment with so many things on the basis of thinking that you're gonna make more progress, but so much experimentation will actually like reset your momentum. The version of you that just sticks the fucking bench press for 10 years straight and does the basics like, getting good sleep and eating protein and just trying to progressively overload and push hard, you'll get to like 3, even 3.5 plate bench press 10, 15 years from now, and you'll have a massive fucking chest. But the version of you that changes bench press to this other exercise and then to dumbbells and then to incline and then to decline and then you're just changing it so often, you won't guarantee the chest growth because you'll be resetting the momentum. Can you see how that's so interesting? Because it's the guys who really care about the results who often don't get the results, because when you really care about getting the results, you start experimenting more, constantly looking to optimize things, and you stop like the sort of momentum that you had that was going forward. You reset things, you try new things, and that's actually not like a good thing. Do you see that the weird thing here? So for example, I have students in my program who are doing amazing. Their videos are good. Every time I look at one of their videos, I tell them like, bro, there's nothing that I could even say to improve this. You just need to keep posting. But then they'll come the next week and they'll be like, oh, Hamza, should I change how often I'm posting? Should I change the length of my videos? Should I change the editing of my videos? And I'm like, no, like your videos are fucking sick. Now you just have to sit on your fucking hands and stop trying to fiddle with shit. When you try and change shit so often, you reset the momentum. It's like what we said, it destroys that sort of repetitive binge-worthy format that's so good for content. And so it's the version of you that really wants growth that will actually end up doing worse because you'll constantly do all these little experiments. You'll change the style of your videos, you'll change the editing, you're constantly thinking you're optimizing when really you're just changing and switching so much that you're not getting consistent momentum. Every time you change something in business, you lose like a fucking 10, 20, 30% of your results, like instantly. But if you change fast over and over and over again, you've lost so much. The way to change something is to change it and analyze the results for like a month, 2 months straight without changing anything else. And that's actually so hard to do. Like it requires so much discipline to like do something and just sit on your fucking hands and stop trying to optimize it and just trying to iterate it. Don't experiment and don't change stuff. Just try and do the same stuff better. So to put this into the fitness analogy, stop trying to change the way you lift, the rep range, how many sets you do, the volume, the exercises from bench press to dumbbells to chest fly, whatever. Stop trying to change all that. Stay with the same rep range, stay with the same kind of volume, stay with the same exercise like bench press. Just try and push it harder. The same exercise, just try and do it better. Right? In one hand, you keep changing the exercise. In the other, you keep the exercise the same, but you just try to get better at that same exercise. That's the one that will make you the progress. This is the one that will reset your progress. So on YouTube, stop trying to constantly change the editing, to change how often you post, to change the length, because all these things, bro, they're actually so minor. There's someone with any kind of editing that pops off. There's someone who posts once a week, once a day, once a month, and they all pop off. You could do anything and do well on YouTube, but you can't do everything and still do well. Stop trying to change all these things. Just stick to the plan, stick to the format, stick to the style, and do better inside of that. Do you see the difference there? This is why this key here is so important. Just turn your fucking brain off and keep posting. Just keep posting. Iterate inside of the video, like for example, your speaking skills, your persuasion skills, your ability to get into the flow and speak from the heart. Improve those things. Stop constantly changing the format, the editing style, the topic, the niche, whatever. Improve, don't change. Just keep posting. You will never know what video is going to do really well. You just won't, bro. I'm telling you right now, even the best creators have no fucking idea what video is going to do better than the others. They pretend they do know. They'll say to you like, oh yeah, you've got to make sure your hook is like this. You've got to make sure this and this and this. But that's it. They're not as accurate as you think. You know, like the common consensus is like, make sure your hook is like this, make sure the thumbnail is like this. But there is content that defies all the rules and still does well. There is also content that follows all the rules and does not do well. No one actually knows, honestly, even Mr. Beast and all these big YouTubers, they still don't really know which one video is going to do better than the others. It's all speculation. And it's all, like, I know this sounds going to sound a bit lame and a bit gay, but it's also just, sometimes, bro, it's like just luck and random as well. Honestly, it really is. So that all being said, just post consistently. Just make sure you show up to your upload schedule that you've already chosen, but we can discuss that in like a separate video, you know, with what's the best upload schedule, whatever. But once you've got one, stop fucking changing it, stop it like experimenting, whatever, and just keep showing up, just keep posting. If you just do that, by following a few of the rules we spoke about here, a few of the tips that I give on this channel, the tips that I give inside of my program, and you just keep posting for the next year, for the next 2 years, 3 years, you'll be making a fuck ton of money from this business model, and it's also the best fucking business where you only have to work like 5 to 10 hours a week. That's it. We can guarantee that. But if you keep experimenting, if you keep changing shit, then we can't. Then it's random. So you are guaranteed success in this business model if all you do is stick to the format, post consistently, and try and get a little bit better each time, and watch a couple of videos like here and there of the ones I give on how to make better YouTube videos, or join my program where I literally review your content and I tell you how to improve. You are literally within 2 to 3 years maximum, you will be making like 5 to 10K a month on this business if you just do those fundamentals. But if you keep experimenting, if you keep changing shit, if you keep, you know, changing the length of your videos, the editing, the style, the niche, whatever, then it's all random. Then we don't know if you're going to do well or not. So just be careful of that overthinking, over-optimizing, autist kind of personality. It's the same one that I have. You've probably seen it with me personally, right? If you followed me for a few years, you probably know exactly what I'm speaking about. That like from the start to like the end of 2022, my growth was like this. It just went up. But from that point, I started to experiment so much because I really got into business at that point. And it was when I started to experiment and I started to crave the results more that then my success started to look like this, where I'd have some seasons which went up, but some seasons which went down. You probably saw it yourself if you watched me for a while. And I tell you, that's because I just experimented too many times. The guy who constantly switches which exercise he's doing, like for chest, he's gonna have like such a shit chest because he keeps resetting the momentum. The guy who literally just bench presses for the rest of his life, he'll be bench pressing like 140 kg, 3 plates, maybe even 4 reps as a natural because he's been bench pressing and just pushing himself for like 10, 15, 20 fucking years straight. Like think about that. If you just do bench press and you get strong as fuck over 10 years, you'll have a massive chest. You'll be teaching bench press to your son and he'll be looking at you thinking like, how the fuck has daddy got like those 3 of the big ones on the bar? 4 of the big ones. But if you keep changing it every few months because you watch some other creators say, yeah, bench press is stupid. You know, you should just use this inverted, upside down, push in the air bullshit that the science study said was better. If you are a fucking weak little man and you see someone else say, hey, the thing you're doing is bad, even though you've been thinking it's awesome, you should switch to this new thing that the science, the studies say is better. If you switch over to that, you're a weak little man. And then your son's going to think you're a fucking bitch because now you can't even bench press more than like fucking 2 plates for like 3 reps. Pussy. Because you keep changing. Right? Think about it. You want a big chest, just fucking do the same exercise like bench press for the rest of your fucking life and you'll have a big chest, and also it'll be cool as fuck because you've been doing the same exercise for like 20 years and you've hit like a fucking amazing milestone like 3 plates, 4 plates on it. But if you keep changing the exercise, then you won't guarantee the big chest and you also won't guarantee the progress in the one exercise that made you feel good. You'll constantly keep changing it, right? It's the same with your format. It's the same with like, you know, randomly quitting and not doing the thing. Just stop doing all this bullshit experimentation. Just keep posting with the same style, but get better. Look, this is what's important. If you just bench press 60 kg and you don't try and push it to 62.5, you just bench press 60 kg, then you're also not going to grow that much, right? I'm not telling you to just show up and not try and push yourself, because if you're just bench pressing 60 kg for like 3 reps, you know, 10 reps in reserve or some shit, then you're also not going to get a big chest either. You need to constantly keep keep pushing yourself, but in the same vehicle, the same format, the same exercise, rather than changing it around. Or what some people do is they'll keep doing the same thing, which is nice, but they won't push themselves. They will never even try to increase the weight on the bar. So then you're not going to make progress either. You need to stick to the same format. You need to just keep posting, but you also need to try and improve your videos, your speaking skills, your persuasion, your understanding of your community and everything inside of the same format. Keep posting, but also keep iterating, improving the kind of content that you're already doing, not changing it to the new style. Does that make sense? So we stick with like the exercise like bench press, and we try and get stronger in the bench press. We don't try and change it to fucking like incline flies or some shit randomly. We stick with the same one, but we have to iterate it. We keep the same format on YouTube, the same style per channel, but we try and improve our speaking skills. We try and improve our understanding. For example, I've been making videos for like 5 years, and only in the last few weeks, like in the last 1 week, my friend Cadby just said to me like, oh yeah, your videos are so much better now, like your understanding of the audience, the fact that like my script is super small so I can speak more from the heart, I'm speaking like giving way more advice, the setup's fucking beautiful, my understanding of the people I'm making my content for has went up huge just in the last week when I did like a series of like polls, like questionnaires to understand, you know, the type of guys I'm trying to help with these videos. So I'm years into this journey, still iterating, still improving on the same style of content. That is the only way you're going to do well on YouTube, is you have a channel which is kept pure. You just have the same kind of format, the same style of content, but then you just keep iterating and improving inside of that. And then you just keep posting whatever your upload schedule is, once a week, 3 times a week, and you just shut the fuck up and you just make sure you never miss one of your upload schedules. That's like the 80-20 rule, the 80% of all the success you can have. Just keep showing up on the upload schedule and keep trying to make each video a little bit better, more aligned to the kind of person you're aiming towards. This business model is literally the best way to make money that humanity has ever found. Every other way to make money, you have to do some bullshit you don't want to do. You have to like take these fucking sales calls, or like try and speak to these chiropractors to help them get leads for their business, shit that you don't give a fuck about. Or you've got to work some shit job where you've got a fucking boss who's a fucking coffee breath asshole. When you are a content creator, you have to work 5 to 10 hours a week. You don't do anything you don't like. You press record, spit some game, and then that's your fucking work task done. You get clout, which is so sexy to girls, and you get respect from guys, and you have a good fucking impact on the fucking world, and you can make a fuck ton of money whilst doing it. This is literally the best way to make money ever. Like, I don't think there's ever been a way to make money as good as this. So you're on a fucking sick path. And I give you my fucking word. You take this seriously, you obsess over this and follow my advice, you will change your life because of this business model when you're making money online. It is terrific. And you can do that because I have, and every day there's a new retard who fucking pops off and makes great money as a business model. There's people who are stupider than you, lazier than you, who are getting a success in this business model. So you're on a fucking sick path. And if you want to make even faster progress, then just join my fucking program. Honestly, my program's fucking sick. There's no program out there where the guy who's got millions of subscribers literally looks at your content and actually helps you to make like the next video. I'll tell you how to get better. I'll tell you the words you should have said in this video to improve. I'll literally help you find your niche and all that type of shit. Top link in the description. I should be charging thousands of dollars for that. That's what people of like my level, even people who've got like 100K subs, like on this channel I don't have so many, but like on my main channel I've got millions, right? People who've got like 100, 200, 300K subs, they charge like 5K a month for this type of service. Mine is $250 fucking dollars a month. That's like nothing to get me to look at your video and say, hey, next week make a video with this title. To get me to look at your video and say, hey, you know what, this niche isn't right for you, try this other one, and then you fucking do well after that. That's fucking huge. It's such a good deal. And look, if you've got the money in your bank account, if you don't have the money in your bank account, no pressure, don't get into debt for it. But if you've got the money, like $250 in your bank account, and you're feeling like, you know what, I might join Hamza's program to like help me with this business. What I tell you is, look, when you live life, your money in your bank account just kind of disappears. You just go to the shop one day, you spend $5 by accident. You go to the store one day, okay, you spend $20. The subscription for Netflix, Spotify, whatever comes out. But when you actually allocate it to something like this, like my program, then you're basically guaranteeing like investment in yourself and your business. That's what's so powerful about it. Is like it's having some self-respect to think, wait, hang on. Every month I support other people's businesses. When I buy shoes, I'm supporting Nike. My subscription for Spotify comes up, I'm supporting Spotify. How about I support my own fucking business? How about I put something into my own education, my own growth, so I can just reach my goals of business, but like months faster than doing it alone. You can't do it alone, by the way. I won't even lie to you. You can do it alone. I did it alone. I never had a mentor for YouTube, but it took me years and I fucked up a lot of times. What's nice is when you make faster progress, life just feels so much more fun. Like imagine if you could make faster progress in fitness, you'd be more consistent, your life would be better, your self-esteem would climb. If you were making insane fast progress in business, in fitness, sorry, every day you'd come to the gym with a smile on your face thinking this is fucking awesome. When you're making slow progress, it's like your whole life feels kind of shit. You're like agitated, right? That's what I help you with. That's what you're buying. When you join my program, you make faster progress, so your life just feels so much better because you're like, every day, see your subscriber count go up, see yourself get new sales. It's fucking awesome. Top link in the description. Come join. Goodbye.